In modern warfare, there's a weapon that's not just deadly on the battlefield. It also breaks the enemy's morale. A system that doesn't just shift military balance, it changes political calculations at the negotiation table. This weapon is the Iskander-M, a Russian ballistic missile that to this day remains a nightmare for Ukraine. Every few weeks, the same pattern repeats. A strike happens, a target is destroyed, and the same question comes back again. Why can't Ukraine, despite all the support from NATO, ever stop these missiles? That's not just a rhetorical question, because the truth is, this keeps happening over and over again. And the most recent case? It happened in the Sumy region, near the village of Shostka, a precision strike that reopens old wounds still left unhealed. In mid-July 2025, Russia launched another combined strike along Ukraine's border. But this time, it wasn't just about ammunition depots or supply hubs. The target was much more specific: a command post, and the launch systems for Ukraine's newest combat drones. These drones are called Lyuty. They're long-range UAVs, designed for deep strike missions inside Russian territory, but before Ukraine could fully deploy them, the launchers were destroyed. The attack started with an Iskander-M missile fired from the Russian side of the border. It hit the drone command post with extreme precision. A massive explosion followed just seconds after the missile entered Ukrainian airspace. Then came the second wave. This time, Russia used Jaran, 2 kamikaze drones, known in the West as Shahed drones, Russian edition. They targeted the UAV launchers and the support vehicles in the same area. All of this happened almost without resistance from Ukraine's air defenses. Even though the world keeps hearing about NATO's support and air defense upgrades, the reality on the ground tells a different story. When Iskander-M and Jaran-2 strike together, most of the time there's very little Ukraine can do to stop it. So, the obvious question is, why is the Iskander-M so hard to intercept? The answer lies in the technology behind it. Iskander-M isn't just another ballistic missile. It's a hypersonic weapon, reaching speeds up to 7 times the speed of sound. In the final phase of its flight, the missile can maneuver unpredictably. It doesn't follow a normal ballistic path. That makes it extremely difficult for radar systems to track. On top of that, the Iskander carries electronic jammers and decoys to confuse enemy radars. Some versions even deploy fake targets, tricking air defense systems into firing at the wrong objects. And then there's the accuracy. We're talking about a 5 to 7 meter margin of error. That's not random destruction. That's surgical precision. With capabilities like this, it's no surprise that Ukraine struggles to stop these strikes. Even with advanced Western systems, it's simply not enough. Now, you might ask, didn't Ukraine receive advanced air defenses from the West? Yes, they did, but there's a catch. Patriot P AC-3 batteries can intercept ballistic missiles, but they're limited in number. Most of them are stationed around major cities like Kyiv and Lviv. Then there's Iris-T and NASAMS, which are great for stopping cruise missiles and drones, but not hypersonic ballistic missiles like the Iskander. Ukraine also still relies on the old Soviet-made S-300 systems, but many of those have already been destroyed, damaged, or are simply outdated. This leaves Ukraine with tough choices. They can't protect the entire country at once. They have to prioritize. And usually the capital and industrial hubs get the first line of defense. Border areas like Sumy and Kharkiv often become vulnerable targets. That's why strikes like the one in Shostka keep happening. Ukraine knows this problem well. They've repeatedly asked NATO for more advanced systems, not just more Patriots, but something stronger, something that can actually stop missiles like the Iskander. Ukraine has specifically requested systems like Thead or Aegis Ashore. These platforms are designed to shoot down ballistic missiles at high altitudes, but so far, NATO hasn't agreed to send them. In a public statement, Ukraine's Eastern Front commander, Oleksandr Tarnavsky, openly admitted they're grateful for the help they've received, but at this point, they need defenses capable of stopping ballistic missiles. That's their top priority now. His words reveal a harsh reality. Ukraine is frustrated, and they know that without these advanced systems, attacks like this will continue. So why is NATO hesitating? Because sending systems like THAAD or Aegis Ashore isn't just about logistics. It's also about global politics. If NATO sends those platforms to Ukraine, Russia could see it as a direct escalation, and that risks triggering a much wider conflict, far beyond Ukraine's borders. There's also the matter of time and training. You can't just plug in a system like THAAD and start using it overnight. It requires months of preparation, operator training, and infrastructure setup. Radar networks, command systems, communications links. It's a huge logistical operation. And then there's the cost. A single THAAD battery cost over $2 billion. That doesn't even include maintenance or support. That's why NATO is still cautious. They want to help, but they're not ready to cross a line that could lead to all-out war with Russia. So, here's the reality. Every few weeks, Russia launches another Iskander-M strike. Sometimes it's in Zaporizhia, sometimes it's in Kharkiv, sometimes it's Sumy. Command posts are destroyed, drone launchers are wiped out, ammo depots explode, and the pattern repeats itself again and again. Ukraine knows this is a serious problem. NATO knows it too, but right now there's no short-term solution to stop this. Ukrainian media has started asking tough questions. If air defenses have been upgraded, why are Iskander missiles still hitting critical sites? Is Ukraine just becoming a live-fire testing ground for Russia's missiles, or is there something deeper that the public isn't being told? The Shostka attack is just one more chapter in this long war. Russia continues to use a combination of Iskander-M and Garand-2 drones to surgically destroy Ukraine's military assets. Meanwhile, Ukraine is still trying to defend itself with systems that can't close all the gaps. And NATO is still doing the math, balancing between helping and not pushing the world into something bigger. So, who's to blame? Russia for firing hypersonic missiles? Ukraine for relying too much on outside support? Or NATO for holding back out of fear of escalation? Maybe it's all of the above. Or maybe the full answer is something the public isn't meant to hear. One thing is clear: as long as this situation doesn't change, strikes like this will keep happening, week after week. And the world will get used to hearing the same headlines over and over again. Modern war isn't just about who has the most firepower, it's about who can survive in the middle of stalemate and uncertainty. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll keep bringing you in-depth coverage of global conflicts, military technology, and geopolitics. See you in the next video. This content is created solely for educational and informational purposes. It is intended to provide insights based on verified data, credible sources, and careful analysis. Our goal is to foster a deeper understanding of modern military technology and current events, not to promote or endorse any form of conflict, propaganda, or political agenda. We strictly oppose the spread of misinformation and hoaxes. Every piece of information presented has been carefully sourced from reliable, publicly available references. We encourage viewers to approach the topic with critical thinking and respect for all sides involved, maintaining a focus on knowledge sharing and open discussion.